There are 6 official cars in the government's fleet, 4 Mercedes-Benz and 2 Toyota Priuses, all of them hybrids. The cars aren't attached to a particular minister. Rather, they are assigned to a minister when his or her department requests them from number 6 Convent Place. The exception, of course, is the G1, which is the Chief Minister's official car. The government's transport plan makes specific references to carpooling. It says the encouragement of smarter choices such as car sharing can help enhance active travel and social inclusion. It also suggests encouraging people to join car clubs to reduce the number of single-occupant car journeys. Are ministers setting an example for the rest of the community? The reality is that before 2017, they were carpooling. And to be fair, it's only because government provides these statistics online in the first place that we're able to gather this information. But we've had a look at the statistics, and here's what we've found. In 2016, ministers carpooled 10 times. One car journey was even shared by 3 ministers. The biggest carpoolers were ministers Costa, Linares and Sacramento. The year before shows a similar trend. But it appears that in the last 2 years, ironically, since the traffic plan was launched, the practice has been parked. There hasn't been a single shared journey in 2 years. Some events even had 3 or 4 ministers attending, such as an Armed Forces Parliamentary Scheme dinner in February, where they all arrived separately in their own ministerial cars. It's not an isolated incident either. In June, several ministers arrived separately in their own cars at Grand Battery House for the Mr. Gibraltar pageant, and 2017 shows similar examples. In answers to questions from GBC, the Chief Minister has said the government has made many positive changes since elected, and points out that GSD ministers used the car fleet with zero regard for carpooling, often making very short trips. The Chief Minister says it's obvious the government can do more, and in the light of questions from GBC, he's directed the Chief Secretary to ensure that carpooling among ministers happens more often wherever possible. He says this is not only environmentally sound, but also a better use of resources for the taxpayer. Mr. Picardo says that, ironically, some ministers never use government cars, preferring instead to take their own transport, walk or cycle. The statistics indeed confirm this. Use of official transport varies greatly. The ministers who most use official cars are the Minister for the Environment and Education, John Cortes, and the Minister for Culture and Sport, Stephen Linares. Those who use them least are the Deputy Chief Minister, Joseph Garcia, and the Minister for Tourism, Gilbert Ligudi, who has only used an official car once in 2 years.